Joining us now is a man who's going to make a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
Okay, in his first ever NFL game, he had a walk-off. Whew. Some people are calling him Mr. Walk-Off. This guy only competes in NFL games if he has the opportunity to end the damn thing in overtime with his right foot. Absolute cannon of a leg. Coming out of Florida, I got a chance to watch him kick some balls, not only in games where he was just clearing uprights in college games, but also some work. I mean, he murders the ball. Him going to Cincinnati in the AFC North is going to be difficult, but I think his leg strength will be something that will continue to carry him and help him. Ladies and gentlemen, 22 years old, youngest player to ever win a Special Teams Player of the Week.
Wow.
Evan McPherson.
Yeah!
What up, child?
Hold on.
Hey, you're a child. 22 years old. You are a kid out there, and you look so calm, cool, and collected bombing that ball at the end. I am so incredibly proud of you, man. Congrats and welcome to the NFL,
Yeah!
dude.
Thank you. Yeah, I get reminded by my age from Kevin Huber and Clark Harris all the time. They tell me that they could be my dad, and I think it's pretty funny.
Yeah, Huber and I got drafted same year. He's still doing it, obviously. And Harris is an absolute G. I absolutely love that guy. And I like that they snapped that thing and kicked it after Zimmer called a timeout. Was that a plan? Did Huber tell you guys, like, hey, even if a timeout goes, if that ref doesn't come, we're going to get a rep in there? Or was it like a little bit of a miscommunication there?
No, we planned that 100%. We know going into it, if they call a timeout, we're going to take a little practice kick.
Absolutely.
I'm sure y'all might have done that at Indy. A little practice kick never hurt anybody. You make it. You just know you're going to stroke the next one. You miss it, you kind of learn from it and come back and nail the next one. So.
Yeah, I think a mulligan is always good. I mean, it is always great. And so much so that they actually made it a rule, and that's what Zim was so pissed off about. So the refs, it depends on when they call timeout. That might be his fault. Hey, get it in earlier then. If you get it too close to the snap time and the ref can't get in there, you can get a practice kick. How'd you feel? You were stroking the ball. Seemed like you were so confident, so comfortable, so relaxed. Has this been an easy transition into the NFL football and the NFL game for you?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's been a pretty easy transition. I mean, the uprights are the same width as college uprights. Hashes are moved in. Makes it a little easier for me, honestly, and the operation is so clean with Kevin and Clark. You know, they make my job a heck of a lot easier than it really is.
What did you do? You played soccer. You have a cannon, and there's. I assume you've gone to a lot of kicking camps, and there hasn't been a lot of fields that you've been on where anybody could touch you, right? That has probably been your life. I don't want to say I probably had a similar situation, but when I see a ball explode off your foot, I'm like, this guy murders the ball. Have you just always had a massive leg? Was that your gift in soccer, and did you know you were going to get into football, or did a football coach see you slam a soccer like, hey, pal, you want to take 3 steps and make a bunch of money, or do you want to run 10 miles and make a bunch of money? How did that whole process come about?
Yeah, no, I mean, I probably, like a lot of kickers, started out playing soccer super young age and played it my whole life. But I didn't really start kicking until my older brother. He started kicking when he was in 9th grade, so I was probably in 5th grade, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then he got a scholarship offer to Louisiana Tech to go play. And so that's kind of when I really saw that there was more, I guess, after high school if I wanted to work hard and really train and get good at kicking. And so that's whenever really, I guess you could say, put my head down and started working to get as good as I really could. And, you know, I'm just super happy that I picked this whole kicking thing up.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine a better, I guess, spot to be, honestly.
Yeah, it's working out thus far. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of adversity that you're going to have to get through, and there'll become, mental toughness tests all the time. You pass the first one. Like, I'm excited for you to continue to go because you are so incredibly talented, dude. The ball, if you want to know what a big leg looks like, from the time he kicks the ball, see how fast that thing gets to the fucking net, okay? Like, there's guys around the league that they'll hit the ball and that thing's hitting the net quicker than everybody else. Like, it is just the way it goes. That ball seems like it is hitting the net immediately after leaving your foot, and that gives you a lot more space, by the way, because if the ball is going faster, you have less time for it to get off trajectory. You're an absolute weapon. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for the Bengals, and congrats on winning the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. I want to ask you about a couple of your coaches real quick. Colt Anderson, does he ever say anything fucking stupid over there or what?
No, I love Colt. He'll mess with me every now and then, but he's one of the guys that kind of hypes me up. He's kind of my hype man, every time we talk about somebody, he's like, "How do you think this guy is?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's pretty good." He's like, "You're better." So he's been good to me. So
For those that don't know, Colt Anderson was my PP on my punt team for like 4 or 5 years, I think. He's the Montanimal. This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's the Montanimal. He's an absolute legend. And Darren, still special teams coordinator over there?
he's still doing it.
How's the
Probably
hair?
best to do it.
How's the hair?
Hair slicked back, perfect, not moving. No, Darren's been great for me, just learning from him. He's probably what you say he's doing it the longest out of anybody right now.
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Yeah, so just learning from him has been great. I mean, we'll see how long he's going to be in this coaching thing, but I hope he's still here when I'm still here. Hopefully 10 years from now.
My first conversation with him, he told me to never punt a football again. And if you want to remind him of that, obviously since then, he and I have built up a great relationship because we played the Bengals every year in preseason. But at the Senior Bowl, I'm there as a kicker. Has anybody ever been able to do both in the NFL, Pat? He said to me. I was like, I don't know. He said, no, they haven't. Okay. And you're at the Senior Bowl to kick field goals. If I were you, I would never punt a football again. I said, thank you, sir. Very nice of you. And then he said, I'm going to try to get you in the combine. I didn't get in the combine. He runs the combine thing. And then I obviously get drafted to punt. We run into each other every single year. Great guy, big ass fucking brain. I love that man. I love Colt Anderson as well. And I'm so incredibly happy for you and the boys. The team over there, Evan, I know you're new, but kickers get a chance to observe a lot. Team meetings, practices, you're in the building, you feel it. What's the vibe in there? What is Joey Burrow like as a leader of that team? It seems like he is the picture-perfect guy that you would want to be leading the Cincinnati Bengals over there.
Yeah, I think just a good way to, I guess, judge this team is, Clark and Kevin said it's a different feeling than they've ever had. They feel like this group is as close as they've ever felt. And, I mean, we're just a bunch of guys that love hanging out with each other, competing on and off the field. I mean, we got a whole lot of weapons with Joe, Jamar, Joe Mixon, I mean, T. Higgins. I mean, I could go on and on. We've got a lot of talent on this team, and I think, the city of Cincinnati should be really excited for the first time in a while because I think we have a pretty good chance of, making the playoffs and hopefully making a run for the Super Bowl.
All right, now I'll continue to try to get you guys an indoor practice facility, too. Yeah. I'll continue to try to give that thing a go for you. Evan, chill. You're not allowed to laugh at that. You're too young, all right? You'll get fucking fired for that. Go ahead, Todd.
Evan, playing in the SEC, you obviously went to some pretty crazy environments. First week of your NFL career, the Bengals have a rabid fan base. Like, did it feel any different when you were going out there in overtime to kick that game winner? Or when you go out and kick, does everything else kind of just fade away? Like, could you feel how big of a moment that was?
But I tell you what, I feel like I feel more confident in my kicking than ever, I would say, right now. I know I saw, I guess, kind of a replay of the clip, and they kind of caught me, I guess, smiling before the kick.
Yes, chilling.
Yeah, and so honestly, I feel the most confident I ever have kicking the football, and so just running out in the field, I kind of knew there's no doubt it was going to go in, and we're going to start the season off 1-0. So.
That has to feel so good, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, good for you, dude. I'm so incredibly happy for you. Congrats on the Special Teams Player of the Week in your first ever game. I have no idea what next week's going to look like, but I'm sure it's going to be a little bit of a downfall. Unless you get another game winner and just keep doing this thing, maybe 17 straight games, Player of the Week. I appreciate you for joining us. Good luck over there, boss.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey, tell Kevin and Colt and Clark and Darren and everybody that we said hello over there. A lot of friends of mine in that building, and I've heard nothing but great things about you and your work ethic, brother, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, for sure. I appreciate y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Evan McPherson. Hey, am I saying that right? Is it McPherson?
Yep, that's it. A lot of people get it wrong. They say McPherson. A lot of announcers, but it's McPherson, yeah. So
As I was doing the video of you kicking that thing, and in my head, I see your name. That's how I speak. I see things written out in my head. And I saw your name, and literally there was a full I think it, and I went with Fearson. I'm very thankful that it was right. Could have very easily got it wrong too. I don't want anybody to think that I was smarter than anybody else. But I'm happy to know that Evan McPherson, absolute legend. We appreciate you, pal.
Yeah!
Have a good one, Evan. Kid's 22 years old, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitt, how old are you?
He's
20.
22.
Mitt's 22 as well. Imagine Mitt walking out there and hit a game winner
Yeah.
for Cincinnati. You know, hold the ball. You know?
Yeah. Huber, too. Huber's up there.
Huber's the best.
Yeah.
Huber is one of the coolest humans of all time. He came through the office.
Yeah,
he was
friend of
with
the program.
Jake Elliott. I think he was with Clark as well. Clark, long hair, good guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Clark, good guy. Love that man. They need a fucking indoor facility, though. I'm fed up with it.